Hi, my name is Daniel Valente, and today I'll show you how to do a tank track in Blender 2.5. So, first of all, let's delete the default cube. Go to the side view, pressing 3, press 5, and then now you should add a curve. So, press Shift A, go to Curve, and Bezier Circle. Now zoom in a little bit, rotate the curve on the y-axis, so press R, Y, 90 degrees and press enter. Now go to the press tab to go to the edit mode, press A to deselect everything, select those two vertices and scale them so it looks like it's a tank track. And there you go. Go back to the object mode, and now let's add a plane. So press Shift A, Mesh, Plane. Let's scale it on the x-axis a little bit. There we go. Let's scale on the y-axis, and there we go. Let's go to the edit mode, press Ctrl R, and let's add some segments to it. I think is enough. So go back to the object mode, press 3 to go to the side view. Now make sure that the plane is selected. Go to modifier, add modifier, and curve, and on the object field choose the curve circle, and there you go. Now press the negative Y and you should see something like this. So to fix the plane so it fits the whole curve, let's scale it on the y-axis. So press S, Y, and there you go. Now let's apply the scale to the plane, pressing Ctrl A, scale. There you go. So let's go back to the side view. Let's put the cursor a little bit up, and let's add a cube that will be the piece of the track. So Shift A, Mesh, Cube. Now let's scale it on the z-axis, scale it on the y-axis, there we go. Let's apply the scale to it. Ctrl A, scale. There you go. Let's parent the cube to the plane. So hold Shift and right click on the plane, Ctrl P, object. Let's go back to the side view, pressing 3. Make sure press A to deselect everything. Select the plane, go to object, and under the duplication tab press faces, and you should see something like this. So to fix the orientation, select the cube, go to edit mode, make sure that everything is selected, press R to rotate, Z on the z-axis 90 degrees, and press enter. Press tab to go to the object mode, and everything should be okay now. So if you move the plane, you see that the track rolls, and if you move the plane with the curve, you see that you can move the whole track. So what you're gonna do now is add two bones to control the track rolling, and another one to move the track. So let's go to the side view, pressing 3, select the plane, and let's snap the cursor to the center of the plane. So let's make sure that the plane is selected, press Shift S and cursor to select it, and there you go. We can see the cursor here in the center. So let's add the armature, Shift A, armature, and single bone. Now let's go to the edit mode, pressing tab, select the tip of the bone, G, press G to move, hold Ctrl so it snaps to the grid, and move it to the bottom. And there we go. Select the bone, press Shift D to duplicate, Z to move on the Z axis and move a little bit up, and there you go. And now let's make the bottom bone child of the top one. So select the top one, press Ctrl P and keep offset, and it should be ready. Now let's go to the object mode, and you should see the bones right there. So let's move them, go to the side view, move them a little bit back, a little bit down. Now press 1 to the front view, move them to the side, and there we go. Before we parent the track to the bones, let's make sure that the pose mode is selected to the armature. And now what you should do is snap, before we parent the track to the bones, let's snap the piece to the center of the plane so it will be better to see. So you go to the side view, make sure that the piece is selected, Shift S and selection to cursor, and there we go. You should see something like this. So now select the plane, select the bottom bone, press Ctrl P to parent them, and select bone, and after that select the curve and parent it to the top bone, press Ctrl P and bone. Now you should have something like this. If you move the top bone, you move the whole track, and if you move the bottom bone on the y-axis, you roll the track. So if you want to animate it, just use those two bones, and there we go. But don't worry about the cube right here, because it will not show the render. So to show this, let's put the track on the center and render, and there we go, the whole track. So I hope you like it, and see you next time. Thank you.